Hi, I'm Lucy James, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Hi, I'm Keith Allen, and I play Murphy on Z Nation, and I listen to One Up Gaming podcast.
Yeah, this how we do it, y'all. L-G-E, man.
Straight out of Diamond Star Production.
What up to you, One Up Gaming? They not really ready for this one. One Up Gaming is behind me. Let me get in beast mode. If you wanna try me, you don't need a cheat code. Conte is who I be. To you it's Mr. Hero, legendary adversary. Flows consider lethal. I'm a Super Saiyan, I got Dragon Balls, I wouldn't lie. You might think I'm playing when I'm saying I can really fly. When I'm on the track, you feel the energy I'm pushing out. Put me on the map. One Up Gaming's who I'm talking about. I'm the rapping Master Chief, epic to say the least. Contain the hero, better etch that in your memory. And so the One Up Gaming for the show out. Contain the hero is really gonna show out. Show out. Contain. And so the One Up. And so the One Up.
Dope bitch you ever heard.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming, episode 339 of the One Up Gaming podcast. Now this one's going to be a really quick one, just going to get rattle through things. So please go to our website, oneupgaming.co.uk. On there you can buy t-shirts like this, a Dead Space one. If you want to win this t-shirt, just subscribe to the YouTube channel, and on any video just leave the comment Dead Space, and we'll go through these and we'll give away a t-shirt to one of you lucky people. We're also sponsored by Games Inspired Music. It's an album, it's available now. Please buy, subscribe, stream, and 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. And that, my friends, is about it for the pluggy plugs. I guess I will just sort of say you can buy our first 100 podcasts available from audiobooksontape.com, and with this, £1 of each sale goes to the Diabetes UK charity. We also have another giveaway, which is the second Interplay Collection 2 for the Evercade, and this one, it comes with Claymates, Earthworm Jim 2, Clay Fighter 2, I've completely blanked, Prehistoric Man, Grid, Rad Gravity and Braining. And with this, just go into any video on our YouTube channel and subscribe to us and put Evercade for a chance to win a sealed copy of that. And finally, we have a t-shirt, which is the One Up Gaming podcast team t-shirt. If you want to win this, just go onto any video, YouTube, subscribe, and put t-shirt. And that is all the freebies that we've got to give away this week. So I will just sort of say we'll have a quick break and we'll come straight into the games we've been playing this week. And we might change some t-shirts as well, and hats. We'll see what happens. Back in a minute.
Hi, my name is Justin. I'm the developer of Per Rocket, an iOS space game with cats. And I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast. You can find a link to download my game at facebook.com/perrocket.
Hello Andy, this is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
Still David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 339 of the One Up Gaming podcast. Observant people might have noticed I've now got a black hoodie on with our logo, and I'm wearing an Alex Kidd hat. That changed from my good old trusty Sega Saturn hat. I just thought I didn't want to wear black and black, so I'm wearing different colours. Hopefully the black hat will come back. Might put a blue t-shirt on afterwards. We'll see what happens. So, episode 339. We'll go through some of the games that we played this week. So first of all, I will just sort of say Terminator Resistance, and this one, I think it's Reef Interactive, Reef Entertainment, something like that. They used to make those static that looked like light gun games with the military. I can't remember what the hell they were called now, but they were very basic. They did the Rambo game years ago, the Rambo sort of thing, where it's like a very static. It looked like it would be a light gun game, but there's no light guns anymore, so it's a very static game. You control the crosshair and shoot things. This one is a lot more interactive. It is a proper first-person shooter, and yeah, it is actually properly first-person. It plays well enough, it looks well enough, but you can tell that it is a low-budget sort of game. It's probably one of the best games that these developers have made in their sort of like gaming history. I found it quite enjoyable. Some of the enemies I didn't quite enjoy, like the little flying ones, because they were just skittling around. Imagine Halo 5, when I can't remember any of the names, I do apologise, but those like flying things, they're just too fast and zippy and you get a bit annoyed. But the game itself plays well, looks nice, the story seems quite nice, so I will say that the Terminator Resistance is probably one of the better Terminator games that I've actually played. So if you're interested in Terminator, give it a go. It's not a bad little game. Next up, Dakar Desert Rally, and this one, it came out last year, and I don't know if it was just because it was one of the only sort of high-ish budget racing games came out at the end of last year, and it's the big sort of selling point for the game is saying that it's the largest open world terrain map created in a racing game. It looks nice, it feels bad, but the graphics are really nice, the terrain looks gorgeous, the environment looks gorgeous, the cars look nice. It's a simple fact of the handling model. It just feels off. It feels like you're driving a shopping trolley, it just doesn't turn. Everything's so heavy and weighty, and if that was fixed and made it a bit more snappy and a bit more responsive, it probably would play better. Because it looks really good, it's a nice little game, and it's just unfortunately the actual, that part of that game, you know, the actual, just the feel of it, the handling, it's just not there. It's just not there at all. Me, I'm an idiot. I got real good enjoyment from the game. I would probably put a bit more time into it, and I enjoyed what I played. So for idiots like me, I enjoyed it. So hopefully, if you give it a quick go and see what you think. I think it was on sale not that long ago. But yeah, Dakar Desert Rally, it's better than the last Dakar sort of games that came out. But it's good. You can do point-to-point racing, do proper circuit track racing, and do the proper Dakar sort of thing where it's got like grids and places where you have to get to, then turn around and go somewhere else, and it's interesting. It's different. So yeah. Next up, Mars Horizon. Now this one, this is where I should do research, but it's very much like that game that came out years ago now, where it's those little tiny alien looking things that you have to develop space shuttles, rockets and things, and blast off and land on the moon and come back to Earth and all that. It's like that, but it looks even more baby simplified. Because that other game, I really should Google. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it today. I'm really tired, and I just want to get this recording over and done. But yeah, this game, it's like that. You get contracts, you have to send rockets up into space, you have to put the satellites up, then you have to go to the moon, then you have to go to Mars, and all this sort of stuff. I love these sort of games. It's a shame that I am not the most intelligent person, so when I'm playing these games, I'm out of my depth with what is going on and what happens. But I'm an idiot. I can see that the game's good, and if you enjoy more complex sort of games, then this is perfect. It's a good little game. Next up, a game called Slipstream, and this one is inspired, like the Sega, the arcade 32 sort of style things that run Golden Axe, Death of Blackadder, and I guess it was like a lot of the Outrunners, I think, ran on it, and probably Outrun as well, to be fair. Nah, it might have been too early. Don't know. But it's like a sprite scaling game, and it's like not 3D, and it's fast, it's smooth, it's fluid, looks really nice. The only problem I had with the game was when you were getting up to full speed and the backgrounds were whizzing past. Some of the backgrounds, it kind of like because it's not full 3D, so you can't go through tunnels. It's 2D pictures overlaid, and as you're going along, you see the 111, and it kind of just has a flicker effect, and it gave me like a headache and dizziness. But the gameplay is really nice. The handling's good. I do like this game, and I would like more people to play this game. So next up, Capcom Fighting Collection, and this one, it's got, I think is it 8 games, 10 games, something like that. So it's got a lot of the Darkstalkers sort of game. It's got 1, 2 and 3, maybe 4, I don't know how many there was. And I didn't like the Darkstalkers game because they go from like Vampire Savior to Darkstalkers to Vampire Savior to Vampire Savior 2, and all. It's weird. Don't change names in the middle of series, it's just weird. They do have is it the Super Street Fighter? No, is it Hyper Street Fighter 2 Turbo? I don't know. It's got one of the Street Fighter 2 games in there. It's got a robot game, so is it Cybots? Like a robot fighting sort of game. And it's got, is it Red Earth? Which looks really nice pretty game. And they're all 2D sort of style art games, and yeah, if you like Capcom, give it a blast. It's got a couple of games that hasn't really come to consoles before, so it's got a few games there that you might have not played or might never have heard of. Next game, we have Escape String, and this one is, how the hell do you explain it? It's a 2D hand-drawn looking sort of game where you have to get from one side of the screen to the exit on the other side of the screen, and you don't have direct control over your character. you have to input your controls or your commands, and then you hit play, and then your character performs those commands. So say you hit forward, down, forward, up, forward. Your man would walk 1 step, 2 step, crouch forward, stand up, do a jump, and then walk forward a few times. And it's you need to watch the environment, watch the environmental dangers and hazards. So there's pits, there's spikes, there's other robots, there's electricity, things like that you have to try and avoid as you're going through. And it's just like a nice puzzle game, and I enjoyed it. It's basic, it's really cheap, so think about that when you're going to look for a little cheap game just to have a mess around on. We do have videos of all these games up on our YouTube channel, so please check that out. But yeah, it's a nice art style, nice little game. So next up, and the last game that we've really played this week, End Zone, A World Apart. And I must admit, I got sent this game to review, and when I saw the cover of the title screen sort of thing, and started to read about it, I just thought it was another survival to like 3D sort of like third person action adventure sort of game, or a first person sort of game, similar in mould to any of these sort of like survival games. You know, there's thousands of them everywhere, but I was completely gobsmacked and surprised. This game is a strategy game in the similar mould to like the Command and Conquer sort of style games, full 3D, full over the top view, zoom in, zoom round, rotate the levels, things like that. Looked gorgeous, complicated to hell. I was completely out of my depth. I was holding the walls, crying. This game was so complicated to get into. It might be worse on a control pad on the Xbox, but I was like randomly pressing buttons and I didn't know what I was doing. I can see that there is an amazing game here, and I can tell that it looks amazing. So if you are into strategy games, like really deep strategy games, this game could be amazing for you. And the game itself is like a post-apocalyptic sort of game. So you're creating new worlds and mankind and futures and things. And that is the games we've been playing this week. I will just mention that we do have a review up on our website and on the YouTube channel for Space Ribbon Slipstream to the Extreme. And this is a really weird game where you're racing on what are essentially like the Mario Kart Rainbow Roads. So it's very like up, down, left, right, sort of like roller coaster style levels in space, and you have to try and become first and hit a flying skull where the track's coming out of his mouth. It's a weird game, it's a very surreal game. I quite enjoyed it. It's got elements of games that are really fun, and it's really cheap. It's a real cheap budget game, and it's not a bad little game, so have a look at that. So that was Space Ribbon. Please check out our other videos, so the Gran Turismo 7 series, the OUG's Fantasy Football with Football Manager 23 Mobile, and I'll just mention these next ones. We haven't done them for a while, but the Evercade, Star Trek Online, Worst Games Ever, and the Ridge Racer 6 series, and that is episode 339 of the One Up Game podcast. So me, David, saying thank you all for watching. Yeah, we'll be back after this quick break with this week's news. So, see ya!
Hi, Justin the Voice here. First of all, we'd like to thank you for listening. Seriously. We really like it when you listen. Yes. But if you'd like to do more than just listen, if you'd like to help us out, well, we have an idea just for you. Visit our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/OUG. Your monthly micropayment will help us keep going all night long, baby. Oh yeah. Mostly because we usually record at night. Yeah. But don't worry, baby. We got something for you, too. We've got special benefits for all of our Patreon subscribers. Yeah. Again, that's www.patreon.com/OUG.
Hi, still David here, still One Up Gaming, still episode 339 of the One Up Gaming podcast. Lovely colours, lovely hat. I do love my Sega Saturn hat. But yeah, David here. Going to go through this week's news and then we'll do our goodbyes. So again, it's going to be quite a quick sort of one this week, just trying to get things rattled through and done. So, So first of all, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania had a supersized 104 million domestic box office weekend, bringing in $104 million and having the best opening for the Paul Rudd trilogy of films. So it's expected to herd 118 million to 120 million domestically over President's Day weekend. I'm UK, I don't know what that means. Internationally, the third Ant-Man film brought 121 million. Currently sits at 225 million. For comparison, outperformed Ant-Man's 57 million opening and Ant-Man and the Wasp 76 million opening. That's not bad. While it did well, the Ant-Man franchise isn't one of the big hitting ones, and it failed to reach the heights of Black Panther, Doctor Strange, The Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder. So Ant-Man 3 has officially kicked off Phase 5 of the MCU. Introduction of the world of Jonathan Majors, Kang the Conqueror. Despite the lower than normal reviews for an MCU film, it should end its run above its I haven't even seen any reviews yet, so I guess we'll have to have a look at some of the reviews. But yeah, that is Ant-Man and the Wasp and I don't know. I'm not a big MCU fan. I'll watch some of the movies, but again, like a lot of things in my brain, names do not stick. So I can talk about things, but I just don't understand names. So anyway, leave comments. Are you going to go see the new Ant-Man movie, or are you not that bothered? Anyway, next up, Avatar: The Way of Water has passed Titanic and is now the third highest grossing film of all time. Officially crossed 2.243 billion at the global box office, meaning it has surpassed Titanic's 2.242 billion to become the god damn. This is just crazy. Yeah. So James Cameron's got Avatar, Titanic, Avatar 2 in the top 4, I think. Anyway, it just means that it's doing bloody well, isn't it? It's doing really well. Absolutely stunningly amazing. Have you guys watched the new Avatar movie? Because I haven't. I've not seen it yet. I don't get out much, I do a lot of work. I don't have a social life, don't have friends. I just sit at home and cry all day. But anyway, next bit of news, and that is the Joker sequel.
An update on the Spider-Man 4 movie, and the Calvin and Hobbes creator is working on an adult-themed graphic novel. Yeah.
I don't want the voice, do I? Anyway, it looks as though Lady Gaga is going to play Harley Quinn. So there is a picture of her that was tweeted out. They haven't said she's playing Harley Quinn, but they're basically saying that if she plays Quinn, and if the sequel is drawing on her existing origin story, this could show their first meeting while she's a therapist, going by the name Dr. Harleen Quinzel. Gaga officially announced her involvement in the sequel last August, meaning the title and the release date revealing, October the 4th, 2024. God, it's another year and a half away then. On her social media channels, while not confirming who she's playing, but there was a teaser video released alongside the announcement showing her and Phoenix dancing around in a black and red silhouette with a heart on Gaga's cheek. It certainly increased speculation that she'll be playing Harley. Phillips has co-written the scripts for the sequel and returned to direct, and Phoenix is reprising his role as Arthur Fleck, aka Joker. In a bit of a twist, it's also reported that it's going to be a musical, so it'll be quite a change from the original movie's sort of take on things. It's also confirmed that this game and the Batman trilogy, the Matt Reeves Batman trilogy, aren't going to be affected by the new DCU sort of stuff. But yeah, did you guys watch Joker? Did you love the Joker? I did. I thought it was an amazing movie. But I don't know, a musical, it's just weird. Why? Then again, I guess they can do what they want, can't they? Do what they want. So next up, the next Civilization game has been officially announced by Firaxis. Revealed alongside the announcement of that former COO Heather Hazen will be the new studio head. Firaxis didn't confirm whether or not it would be the 7th game in the mainline series, or if it would be a spin-off in the vein of Civilization Beyond Earth. But yeah, it's just her going on about how she's amazed, carrying on the work that Firaxis has been doing. I never quite enjoyed the XCOM sort of games that came out, but what do I know? What do I know? Exactly, what do I know? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I guess we'll go into the next bit of news, and that will be Ubisoft confirms it will be at E3 if E3 happens, while Sony, Xbox and Nintendo may not be part of the E3 2023. Ubisoft said it will be there if the show happens. On Ubisoft's Q3 2022-23 investors call, CEO Yves Guillemot responded to an investor asking if the company planned to attend the event in person this year. He replied, "If E3 happens, we'll be there and we will have a lot of things to show." In a statement to IGN, Reed Pop President Lance reiterated that E3 is still on track to take place this year. I don't know. So basically, yeah, they've said that Ubisoft have got a lot of games coming, and they had to cancel a lot of games recently because they had way too many games coming at the same sort of time, so they've cancelled a few games. So I will just sort of say, this next bit of news, it had me tickled. I heard about it, I thought, oh, that just sounds weird. And then I watched this trailer. So, Taron Egertons? I don't know, the guy who played, he's like a British actor. I should know him, but I don't know names. He's got the Tetris movie, and it's the first trailer. So he's ready to smuggle on one of the world's most iconic video games out. So he's basically looking to smuggle the Tetris out of the Soviet Union. Apple TV Plus has released the first trailer for Tetris ahead of the film's premiere at South by Southwest on March 15th. biographical drama follows the true story of how Roger secured the distribution rights to the classic 80s game during his travels to Soviet Union. This involves the KGB, legal battles, the Cold War, and Nintendo's Game Boy. So Edgerton said that in the trailer, I played it for 5 minutes. I still see falling blocks in my dreams. It's poetry, art and math all working in magical synchronicity. It's the perfect game. So it also includes Toby Jones, Mayo Akande, Roger Allam, Sophia Anthony Boyle, Igor Grubod, Miles Barrow. I'm going to stop this now. Yeah. So the trailer looked amazing. I really thought the style, the art, everything looks really nice. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this movie. And I guess we'll just keep going and say that the final bit of news that we have this week is... I only do that when I'm waiting for things to load. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki. Oh my god, why is there too many C's in that name? Stepping down after nearly a decade. So she took over YouTube CEO in 2014 and has been with Google for nearly 25 years. After nearly 25 years here, I've decided to step back from my role as the head of YouTube and start a new chapter focused on my family, health and personal projects I'm passionate about. So she's been part of Google since basically the very beginning, when Larry Page and Sergey Brin started the internet company. It's someone that's stepping down, that's been a part of the industry for a very long time now. And it is quite amazing when you think some of these names and stuff that you've never really heard about, and they've been there for like 20 odd years. It's crazy. So I'll go through this week's top 40. So number 40, Red Dead Redemption 2, Lego Jurassic World, Mario Strikers Battle League Football, Gotham Knights, PGA Tour 2K23, number 35, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Wanted Dead, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Lego Marvel Superheroes, The Last of Us Part 1, number 30, Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy The Definitive Edition, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Lego Harry Potter Collection, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Wild Hearts, number 25, Mario Tennis Aces, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Super Mario Odyssey, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, number 20, Mario Party Superstars, NBA 2K23, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Tales of Symphonia Remastered, Theorhythm Final Bar Line, Sonic Frontiers at 15, Just Dance 2023 edition, Pokemon Scarlet, Dead Space, Pokemon Violet, number 10, Splatoon, number 9, Animal Crossing New Horizons, number 8, Grand Theft Auto 5, number 6, Minecraft, number 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, number 4, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, number 3, God of War Ragnarok, number 2, FIFA 23, and at number 1, Hogwarts Legacy, and that is thanks to the Games Press, GFK Entertainment Software Charts, all formats. So thank you to them. And that, my friends, is the One Up Gaming Podcast, episode 339. So please go to our website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. Please check out our Patreon, which is patreon.com/OUG. You can buy t-shirts like this below this video, or on our website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. We have their album out now, which is games-inspired music. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. We have our first 100 podcasts available now at audiobooksontape.com, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. We're on Facebook, please follow us. We're on YouTube, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and that is just search for One Up Gaming, this logo here. And we're on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/OUGofficial. If you want to tweet us anything you want, it's at OUGofficial. And if you want to contact us via email, it's contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. So, my friends, 339 of the One Up Game podcast with me, David, saying thank you so much. Goodbye.
Do you have trouble sleeping? Tossing and turning all night? Nothing you do seems to help. You're not getting your recommended 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Well, now there's a solution. Now there's Fat Cat Fly. With Fat Cat Fly, you'll easily get the sleep that you deserve. Download for free on the iOS App Store, and you're guaranteed to get a good night's sleep with very few side effects, as you help a fluffy kitty eat all the junk food that he wants. Side effects may include sleeplessness and desire for cheeseburgers if erection lasts more than 5 hours. See a physician. Try Fat Cat Fly today. Visit facebook.com/fatcatfly because you deserve a better life.
Hey guys, Justin here. I just wanted to say that I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you a lot. Yes, you in particular, in that way. And I wanted to say, I think you're great. I've always said that about you. And I was wondering, if you think we're great, if you could give us a quick rating on iTunes, we'd really appreciate it. It would really, really help us out in that, podcasty sort of way. And if you're feeling particularly festive, perhaps even a little saucy, maybe stop by our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/OUG and see if you can't slip a few bucks our way. After all, every little penny or whatever space money they use in Europe helps out the show. Thanks for listening. OUG Gaming will always be free, but with your support, we can always move forward and always be better.